Where is it? Good evening. Swear to say good. Swear to say. Zvokufonerwa izvino zvandisingadezvi. Iva live. Great, I've got only 10 minutes here. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I would never. Just don't let the phone ring, Casper. Great. Ralph Lorraine. And where are you going? I'm here. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you so much. Thank you. Wonderful. I've got few minutes with you people. Got few minutes to just share with you something different, something that I believe it can really encourage you, something that can really encourage you. I understand we are in lockdown. Things are not really okay with us, not just as individuals, but it's not really okay with everybody else, the whole world. We are stuck. We don't even know when it's going to end. This lockdown thing has caused so many things. It has costed lives. Many people are dying. We are losing friends. We are losing families. We are losing their loved ones. It's just because of this COVID-19. It's because of this lockdown thing. And everybody hates it because we're losing a lot. We have lost monies. We have lost billions of dollars. China has lost billions of dollars. All countries, we are trying to invest. But life here, they end up a pause. We are not going anywhere else just because of this COVID-19. And this is what I want you to understand. It's one of the darkest seasons of our lives. It looks like Tirimurima. It looks like we are in a dark season of our lives as the whole world. But there's something that I want you to understand while we are in darkness like this, while we are going through this lockdown thing. It's a dark season of our lives. It's darkness all over. We are covered with darkness. You can't visit your family. You can't do work. You can't do anything. We can't do anything else because of this COVID-19. And we are in lockdown. I want you to understand one thing. This lockdown, if you utilize it in a good way. Zvinhu zvananga ndichingofungawo ndega zvangu zuva rese Could you know what? There should be something better coming out of this lockdown thing. I want you to understand, when you get in a cave, it's dark. It's dark. You can't see anything. But ukatesa kwa wavu, kunenge kuine light iriko kunokuradza kuti you came from somewhere, right? At the end of that dark season, at the end of that cave, there is a light. So I want you to understand that in this lockdown, it's a darkest season of the whole world. But if you mean it, as long as you're still breathing, as long as uchiri mupenyu usati wabatwa ne-COVID-19, usati wabatwa ne-coronavirus, you can actually choose to make a difference. And I've got few things that I want to share with you in the next 5 minutes. Then I close. I want you to know that in this dark season, utilize it better. I know a lot is happening, but this time and season, make sure that you don't confuse a garage. Make sure that you don't confuse a cave, a dark season, and a grave. The fact that it's darkness, it's dark everywhere, it's dark, does not mean it's the end of life. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the season. It's not the end of your life. As long as you are still breathing, you can make it. This dark season of our lives, this COVID-19, I know it has costed a lot. But as long as you are still breathing, you can make it again. Regardless of what you're going through, regardless of what people are going to say, regardless of everything that's happening around you. But as long as you are still breathing, you are going to make it again. 2020 is still your year. As long as you are still, kana uchiri kuzviona semunhu achafa kana uri kuzviona semunhu achabatwa ne-COVID-19, I'm telling you it's going to happen to you. But if you see yourself as somebody who's going to be able to see 2021, it's going to happen to you. Because as long as you can see it, you can make it. As long as you can see it, you can have it. As far as you can see, it's going to be yours. So make sure you don't confuse this dark season and death. I want to talk to you because you're the one who's still alive. So I gotta talk to you. Understand it. Understand this. So just because it's dark, it don't mean it's death. Right? So before I say Jinjagawandis, I want you to understand kuti mu dark season, there is somebody called Basil, the owner of Amazon. His first company, his first office was in the garage. But right now, tinotaura nezvavo vese. But vakatangira mu garage. They started it in the darkest season. Not only Amazon, we've got Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple. Headquarters yavo Apple, it's 2.8 million square meters. Vaka employ more than 13,000 employees. You need to understand that. Their first office, they started it in a garage, in the darkest season. Not only Amazon, not only Steve Jobs. We've got Walt Disney, right? Walt Disney, sorry. They wakatangira their first company, their first filming company. It started in the garage. So it is when you're in a so-called dark place that your creativity starts kicking in. It is when you're in a so-called dark season of your life. Dreams start coming, ideas start coming. It is when you're in a so-called dark season, you start to fix your focus. So when you're in this 21 days lockdown, why don't you choose to fix your focus? Why don't you choose to think differently? Why don't you choose to think of what you're going to become tomorrow? In these 21 days, why don't you think of what you're going to become tomorrow? What you're going to be in the next 5 years? In this lockdown, why don't you utilize it that in these 21 days, You start to thinking of that idea that you have, how you're going to put it into existence. Why don't you start speaking things that will come into existence? In this lockdown, why don't you start to think differently? I remember in the Bible, Genesis chapter number 2, the Bible says the earth was void and without form. And verse number 3 says, and then God said, let there be light. The first time Maria akatanga kutaura, it was when he was in a dark season, when he was, that's when we heard God started speaking. That's when his creativity juices started coming. So I want you to understand that when you're in the darkest season of your life, dark season, a lockdown, dark season, COVID-19 as the world. But Marindo pakatanga kutaura mashoko and things start happening when he was in the dark season. So you can utilize it to start speaking things that will come to existence. You can speak what the earth has never had before. You can speak things that will come into existence which the world has never seen. You are carrying what the world is looking for. You are carrying what Zimbabwe is looking for. You are carrying what the whole Africa is looking for. You are carrying what the world is looking for. That idea can change the world. That one album can change the world. That one book you want to write can change the world. That one dream that you have can change not only you but the next generations. You can be so blessed that your grandchildren will never know what poverty is. If you choose to think differently in this COVID-19, I want you to start meditating and start thinking differently. Things can start happening if you choose to. You can start to create something great. You don't even know how creative you are until you start running out of options. Until you don't even know how innovative you are until you are running out of options. Until your back is on the wall. That's when you start to know that you are so innovative. I'm just here to encourage somebody that you need to understand that you are carrying what the world is looking for. In this COVID-19, in this COVID-19, understand it, know it. Know it. You are carrying what people are looking for. Some of you need it this time. Taida nguva yekutanga ku refocus and reprogramming yourself. Utanga kufunga what you want to become tomorrow. Your situation will never stop you. People can drive you crazy if you give them the car keys. If you give them the car keys, they'll drive you crazy. I'm telling you, it doesn't take anything to be what you want to become. It takes your breath. As long as you still have got a chance to make it. You can get married again. You can start all over your life again. I know before the divorce, before Basarapera, before Afirwa, you can still become that. Before everything, Jaitika, I know Pare. But I understand, as long as you're still breathing, you can become it. You can become that person you wanted to become in life. This is the word that I just wanted to tell you. And I want you to understand this Lamborghini is one of the most expensive cars in the world. It can cost $3 to $4 million US. But if you take a Lamborghini, no matter how expensive it is, it goes straight at the bottom of the ocean. Why? Because it was not built for that. It was not built for water. What it means is this: no matter how expensive it is, Lamborghini haikwanise kushandisa Lamborghini sebot. Right. What it just means is this: you have got what you have been assigned to do. You have got a purpose of living. You have got a purpose of surviving. Okay, what are you going to do next when you survive COVID? Some of you are going to survive COVID, but what's next? So if you take a Lamborghini and place it on the ocean, it goes straight at the bottom of the ocean. Why? Because it wasn't built for that. It's not a boat. What it simply means is this: do things. I want you to start thinking of what God created you to do, your purpose of living. Start to think of that. Social media can lie to you. Don't kill yourself because of social media. Don't try to kill yourself trying to become what you're not. Many things that we see on social media is not the real life of people. Yavanorarama. You just know who they are. So do not kill yourself over social media. That's not who they are. Don't live to please people. As long as you're happy with it, continue surviving. I want you to know 357 people are watching me right now. You are all survivors. You have survived a lot in your life. But I want you to know to where Sakatarisa comment, Agatarisa my views, but 351, I'm talking to you. You are a survivor. Relationships almost killed you. So many things tried to kill you, but you are still alive. Utilize these 21 days. Meditate about it. Come out with a great idea. We want you to know, I've got a business idea that I had, and I lockdown. I am thinking of doing something different. I'm thinking of becoming somebody better in life. When I was in COVID, when I was in lockdown, I know, but you know, better. God is just trying to fix some things out. There are some things that needs to be fixed. And utilize it for your own good. Thank you so much. Have a lovely night. I love you all. I love you guys. I love you so much. Right. Keep on believing in yourself. Keep on believing in your family. Right. Above all, hear this. As long as you're still breathing, you're going to make it. As long as you're still breathing, you are going to make it. God bless you. Great night. Thank you.